Hey guys, sorry, I've got to make this video. I wasn't going to make this video because I thought Victory Road was going to be okay. After my old account, Timmy Jock DW got suspended for the copyright infringement malarkey shit. I was going to give up on making videos for wrestling, and I'm not going to make wrestling videos. I'm only going to make them if I feel like it. But this account is just for my music now. I'm giving up on wrestling reviews and all that shit. So, if you're watching this and happen to be an old subscriber of mine because of my wrestling, don't resubscribe if you're not interested in my music shit, because you're not gonna get many wrestling videos. You'll get one or two for whenever. I won't review shit. I'm not reviewing stuff, but this I had to make a video on just because I was like, what am I watching? I thought I was watching a TNA pay-per-view, not a TNA Impact. You know, I would have rather watched. I'm not a big fan of UFC or actually no. Let's screw that. Let's not even bring UFC into this because I don't want the UFC fans to hate on me. But what can I think of? This was like watching, Antiques Roadshow or something like that. Something completely dull and boring and lame and stupid and pointless. That's what this pay-per-view was. It's all those words. It was the biggest waste of my time. I wanted to finish watching my the history of the WWE Championship box set that I got. I'm on the last disc. I could have spent those 3 hours watching that last fucking disc. Now I gotta wait. I'm gonna have to watch it tomorrow, but I could have watched it tonight, and I could have finished it, but but then again, Netflix sent me a broken disc, that also pissed me off. I went to go watch it after the pay per view finished, and fucking disc was broken. But anyway, you know, the few things that piss me off most about this, right? Um, Angelina Love gets her TNA Knockouts Championship back. I was pissed off. Victoria, I'm not going to call her Tara because it's retarded. Victoria goes to WWE in hope that she will have an excellent women's career in wrestling, but WWE decides to screw her. So she leaves WWE to go to TNA in hoping that she won't get screwed there. And I was thinking, oh, she's beaten Angelina Love. She's only been back for a couple of weeks, so she's beaten Angelina Love. She's the new TNA Women's Knockout Champion. And everyone thought, yes, Victoria's getting her Women's Championship reign like she deserves, and she's going to have it for a good solid couple of months, and she's going to have some great matches and blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and she's lost the title. I think this was her first title defense, and they took a big piss all over her because I was pretty much insulted when they made her lose that match tonight. I was just like, what the fuck? What else pissed me off? The best match, which I was hoping was going to be Sting versus Samoa Joe, ended up being Team 3D versus the British Invasion, and that wasn't even a 3-star match. So that pissed me off. But yeah, again, it was an okay match. It was I'd say a 2 3/4 star match. It didn't deserve a 3-star because, well, yeah, I just didn't feel it was that good. But you know, and they put a pointless match on there, which was I don't even know their names because I don't even want to know their fucking names. You know, Abyss versus Dr. Stevie was a big waste of time. Matt Morgan versus Daniels actually surprised me. It was decent, but it was still a pretty lame match. But then again, what's to expect with Matt Morgan. You know what? What else? Sting Samoa Joe was a big disappointment for me. It started off really well, then got really really shit. You know. Taz's debut was a huge disappointment. I was hoping Taz was actually going to do something, but no, he did shit. He walked out to the ring and Samoa Joe became the Incredible fucking Hulk because all of a sudden just Taz appears. How comes no one else did that when Taz appears? How comes JR when he went to SmackDown was all like because Taz was there? It was like, what the fuck? Taz is not like this immortal god, for fuck's sake. So stop making him out to be one. I know he's awesome, and I know he's a legend and everything, and he's an amazing wrestler, but he's not God. God. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, but Samoa Joe is just fucking weird, tell you now. And another thing, Mick Foley tapping out. I've heard that he tapped out before to Kurt Angle, but I've never ever in my wrestling, in all the years that I've watched wrestling since '97 to now, that is 12 years, have I ever seen Mick Foley tap. He tapped out. Mick Foley has never been known to quit. For goodness sake, 1999 Royal, is it 1999 Royal Rumble? I think it was 1999 Royal Rumble. Rock versus Mankind for the WWF Championship in an I Quit match. He never quitted. Yes, he lost, but everyone knows that it was the whole thing. He got his ass whooped. He got beat down with a steel chair whilst handcuffed. For goodness sake, and he didn't quit. Yet he tapped out to an ankle lock. What the hell? Jesus Christ, TNA. Seriously, how in God's name did you go from such a good pay-per-view to such a terrible pay-per-view? I rated Slammiversary an 8.5. I'm rating this a 1.5. That's a 7-point drop. I've never seen that. Ever. I've never seen an incredible pay-per-view to a shit pay-per-view. I've never seen pay-per-views like that consecutively. I'd expect it from something like from the beginning to the end, or maybe beginning to the middle or something, but not right next to each other. Jesus Christ, you'd think they'd use the hype from Slammiversary to at least make a somewhat decent pay-per-view. The matches were crap, they were booked terribly. Everyone knows this. I've not seen one good review of this pay-per-view. Even the TNA fans are pissed, And I know the TNA fans are like super stubborn, but even the TNA fans are pissed. PS2 Peter, I watched his video and he's given up on TNA after this review, and he stuck up for them more than anyone. So if PS2 Peter's given up on TNA, I wonder what the other TNA fans are like. I felt sorry for the TNA fans live there, because they were trying so hard to get into this. I mean, I saw there were a couple of people in the front row who were like, they were doing so much to try and keep the crowd going. I felt like those are the people who you should be impressed with in this pay-per-view. I was more impressed with those people in the crowd than the actual wrestlers. These guys were, when Sting was in the headlock, they were going tap out, tap out, tap out, hitting the steel railing, and when they had people in submission locks, they were clapping like crazy, they were cheering, they were wooing, but this was like 6 or 7 guys, and I liked the fact that there was a hardcore saying Beer Money van. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I'm also pissed off that Beer Money Incorporated lost their tag team titles after a month of a title reign. TNA's, Beer Money's last title reign was pretty decent, and this one was not. So I know, champions get good title reigns and bad title reigns, but they're having a thing about going from really good to really shit at the moment, aren't they? TNA, but what the hell? Hopefully, Night of Champions can be somewhat decent, but then Night of Champions can be shit and still beat this, So, I'm sorry, TNA, but it was so shit that it deserves a video. That's I shouldn't have even made this video, but too late. I've made it. But this is don't expect any more wrestling videos from me. I just wanted to make this one because this pay-per-view was that bad. You know, check out my music videos. But anyway, see you later, guys.